Rachel pointed out this tree is growing out of a fallen down tree. It's technically growing over it, but... World's smallest Sitka spruce.
Let me take yours.
Take my what?
Picture.
Oh, with the video?
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Looks like we're going into...
Come on, buddy. I don't want you whining.
...the forest.
Yeah, deep into the jungle. Hey, you were hurt, remember? Keeps whining as soon as we got out of the van. It's like a whimper almost.
Peeing.
And
Had to save some for later.
right. But maybe he just maybe it's something pinched, you know, like he needs to. Could have just drove the van back here, huh?
You know what we're gonna eat for lunch?
The pasta?
Well, cobs of corn.
Oh, cobs of corn, and you're gonna have your soup, which was what?
Ravioli
Hey,
for dinner.
walking. Ravioli for dinner.
I'll make my recipe tomorrow.
Keebler elves. Anybody home?
Lots of spider webs.
I think that might be it. Zeke? Heel. Unreal. I think I see why it's the world's largest.
Oh, this campground is empty.
The Rainforest Nature Trail. You're definitely in the rainforest.
There's elk here.
Yeah, I just saw one earlier.
Really?
Yeah. Just getting a haircut.
Crazy.
So we went and checked out a lake, the world's largest spruce tree, and now we pulled off for this rainforest hike. We were going to go to the whole rainforest, but this one's dog friendly since it's in the national forest. We figured probably be a good idea to do this with Zeke, even though he maybe has a paw injury. So we'll see.
He does sometimes and not other times.
Yeah, I think it's selective.
Come on.
Wow, there is a mammoth tree over there, but obviously not bigger than the one we just saw. Still pretty big.
A biggie.
Rachel pointed out this tree is growing out of a fallen down tree. It's technically growing over it, but look at the roots on that one, like the base of it. But yeah, crazy how this one sprouted right up. crazy. Crazy how it's just that big and that, like, it's dead, but it's still standing. Just straight up. Huh. Very interesting. Just love all this moss. Just a vibe hiking out here. So peaceful.
Oh boy. Another tree grown out of a stump.
Oh, that one I saw pictures of online. That one's cool. I was like, what did you see, Rach? That one's cool though.
Yeah, it
Like how...
is. Stop pulling me.
Zeke, do not pull, please. How all of the roots are just next to it.
Whoa. And we
So we want to go by Cedar Bog. Continue.
we go to a Planet Fitness if need be, and we can see about some Too Good To Goes in the city. Maybe Carl will be back from his vacation.
Sure.
We could stay at that same boondocker.
Yeah.
That would be over there
Like
during the
Tacoma.
week. Yeah. And then head over toward Anna Cortez. I think it's called Deception Bay or something like that. It's just a cliff waterfront area. Like we wanted before we left town, but
Yeah, I would love to see that night sky again if it felt safe, but
skyline.
yeah, the skyline from across the water, just like when we were in, where was it?
Hoboken?
Yeah, yes, New Jersey, to look across at the New York City skyline. That was really cool.
But then we could do Bellingham, if that's a good area. And then that would tee us up for Friday after I'm off work.
To head up into Canada.
No.
Oh, to North Cascades.
North Cascades.
Yeah.
And then we'd come out on the other side of North Cascades and we would be ready to go up towards Spokane if we were going to do Banff
Okay.
the following weekend.
Yeah.
Come on. No, we're going this way.
Mouse. That sounds like a good game plan. Well, we're just scheduled right out.
Yeah.
We're booked. Yeah, that sounds cool. And we'll see how much time we spend here. I mean, I think it makes the most sense, like you said, if we're going to cut over to the coast for a bit. And then, you know, since we're here, thank you. Spend the rest of the weekend here. Just since you're off, we can be outside, we can hike.
Right.
You know, whether we do a mixture of campgrounds or just disperse, however it works.
Last time we'll be by a beach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Until Hawaii.
Hawaii.
This is very cool.
We've seen 4 people on this trip.
Yeah.
And it's
And the other ones were right at the first loop. Like there was a 1 mile loop. What were you saying? This is Olympic what?
Okay, this is Olympic National Forest versus Olympic National Park, and it's just like a whole different experience.
Yeah. Really is. Dog friendly. So we have learned this trip. It took us 2 years to figure this out, but going to National Forest is a lot nicer because with the pup, we can incorporate our hikes with him. Most national parks are not dog friendly, as most would know. So yeah, very nice. But not to
we
say...
never knew that. It's just the fact that we were selfish and still did the national parks. And
I wouldn't even say selfish. I mean, we are always dispersed spots playing BALL with him every night, morning, you know, taking him into town and playing BALL. Like,
sure,
it's not a case of where he wasn't getting...
No, I just mean like we weren't gonna not go to a park just because he couldn't be involved.
Yeah, I mean, before we had AC in the back, we would definitely like, oh no, we can't go to Utah these times of the year or this time because it's extremely hot. We don't have AC in the back. Now that we have AC in the back and we can monitor the temperature if we have service, that's usually, it's more of an option. But I mean, the fact that we're doing the whole van thing is we're chasing the weather, so it's pretty rare, other than like if we're making our way back to the Midwest for a wedding or something and we go through areas that are already hot. That's usually, I guess, the only circumstance of where we're in something that's 100 degrees. But yeah, this is literally whole rainforest, longer. And
yeah,
just
this hike is 6 miles, and the whole rainforest one I think is like 1.6.
yeah.
Very cool. It's way more mossy than the other way.
Yeah. This reminds me of that place that we stayed right outside of whole rainforest, where we backed in, and I think I was kind of getting like a head cold. So we're in civilization now. I got kicked out onto the old road, and now we're going up just a little bit and then gonna cross over, and we should be going along the water then. Now we will continue on the trail, huh? Reminds me of that spot that we hiked in Glacier.
Yeah, I agree.
What was that? Do you remember?
What's the name of it?
Yeah, I forget. Hello.
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? Not the one where we did like the super long trail.
Yeah.
You know what I love is how I can think of all these like different places that we've explored and been to, and then when I think about them, like something jogs my memory of like a moment there to where I get excited about going back there or reliving that place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just so many experiences and like data, if you will, of all of these memories. And when I think back to like Glacier, even that time we camped at that kind of rundown campground, you know, and pulled in, had the bug screens open, had Zeke on a leash outside. It was like $20 right outside of the other entrance of Glacier. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They had Starlink and people would go sit under the patio and like get internet.
And horses.
Yeah. Like even just that, it's such a simple, stupid, like there's nothing really there, but like I can relive. I told Rachel earlier, she was talking about somewhere we went or had been, and I thought I had the right file. I was like, I don't know if I'm in the right filing cabinet as far as memories, because I was like, was it this place, that place? And I was like, oh, yep. Nope, that's right. And sure enough, it's pretty cool that we do that back and forth. She'll be like, oh, do you remember this? And she'll say like 4 words, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I totally remember that spot. Be different if we took one trip annually, but for us it's like we're in all these places to where there's a lot of spots to keep together, but we do a pretty good job of it. That would be sweet.
Stop.
He sees that DOG. Reminds me of like something at like Rainforest Cafe or like tucked away in.
Watch your head.
Yeah, thank you. Smell of, I think it's redwood, or it smells almost like cedar. But look at this tree, all split apart and how it broke through. I mean, that is just insane. Look at that. This is fresh too. Like, I mean, relatively, you know what I mean? You can smell. And look at how much wood is there.
Beautiful color.
Oh my god.
Ask them if they're doing anything with it. We might bring it home.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, stick your nose in there.
I know. And smoke it. It's so good. I want an air freshener like that.
Not a fake smelling pine tree
Yeah.
air
Should we
freshener.
take a piece of the board and put it in the...
Oh,
It's just crazy. Like, look at the base of it. where
Yeah.
It went way. Like, I wonder what happened. And like, all the way out.
right.
That tree over there that we were just like looking at is just insane. Just the scale of it and how it's fresh. I mean, it fell relatively recently, I would say.